Karpov and Kasparov, the two famous Russian players, chess players, were here more than 2 months at the end of the year 1987. In this casino, the circle, and he's facing, he's orientated to the islands discovered by Christopher Columbus in 1492. So he's facing at the Caribbean Sea. Look at the fantastic plaza of the city of Seville that we call Azulejos. Azul in Spanish is blue in English. It's supposed to be, of course, the palace of the British governor in Cairo, in Egypt. So I'm sure you have seen this building more than once before coming here in different films and movies. And recommend you go and see also the, apart from the ceramics, the ceilings. They are really fantastic. All of them made on mahogany wood of Cuba and plated with gold.
Oh, I had it last night. I just closed it up and did it again, and it worked. Let me reset the thing. What?
Oh, and then when we do get an old building, they want to take
Portugal.
Bridge up there. Miss America.
I bet like 5 or 6 rolls of 36. So, and I've only used.
España, Spanish queers.
What was it built for?
Well, the Spanish-American exhibition, the Vivar lived in the 11th century and precisely based on the real character of El Cid, was written between the end of the 11th and beginning of the 12th century. The most important piece of the Spanish literature of the early Middle Ages, El Poema del Mío Cid, the poem of El Cid. One of the few epic poems based on a real character. No, it was in front when I started to sing. In front and on the left. University of Seville. More than 6,000 women were working here in the old tobacco factory of Seville at the beginning of the century. And just on your left you can see one of the 6 hotels built in 1929 for the exhibition. King Alfonso XIII Hotel, one of the hotels actually built for the exhibition. This one with the name of the King of Spain in 1929, King Alfonso X. King Alfonso XIII, excuse me. King Alfonso XIII, who was the grandfather of the present King of Spain, King Juan Carlos I. World made of ceramics and tiles, golden tiles with metallic reflections. So this is the Torre del Oro Golden Tower. Remind you, it was built by the Arabs at the beginning of the 13th century, in the year 1220, and Premier precisely was control, or will control all the ships, all the expeditions of ships, given for well, almost 8 centuries. Hoy lo que está cortado es la calle Alfonso XII. ¿Sabes cuál es la calle esa? La del Corte Inglés para la estación de Córdoba. Ah. Como la del hotel, como si tuvieras del hotel para el Corte Inglés. Sí. Así que ¿vale? Pero la de la campana todavía vive. ¿Oíste? Pero yo te... ¿Sí te veo belleza? Not so much, not so much. Two weeks. In 2 weeks there will be about 10 performances and 2 concerts, and then that's the reason why they are preparing this now. The 12th century height of a building of 33 floors, the same height, over 100 meters. And but it doesn't seem to be so high, and it doesn't seem to be. Third section, the Santa Cruz square, and there we can see the Santa Cruz, the Holy Cross. It's a 17th century cross made on iron, wrought iron, and where was originally in these sides until until that here was a church where was buried the famous painter Murillo Morello, and the Fine Arts Academy of the city of Seville put a plaque. In that wall precisely remind us that here are still the remains of the famous 17th century painter, founder of the Fine Arts Academy of the city of Seville, Murillo Morello. And we can pass in by his house.
Is that right?
We say Murillo and we say Sevilla. And this is a typical 16th century house, the end of the 16th century house. And has ceramics, a central patio, central courtyard, wrought iron work. Look at the ceramics in the bottom of the balconies and the windows. Inside the cathedral, we're going to see one of his masterpieces, the Vision of St. Anthony, San Antonio. And I have to tell you something about Murillo.
Oh, 2,000 for her.
India, really.
And St. Paul's in London, and the largest one in Gothic. You see, remind what I told you about the nets, the Expo 92, working everywhere for the Expo 92. And this cathedral was started in the year 1401 and finished in the year 1507, only the central part of the cathedral. I mean the cross, the central, the main chapel, and but not the lateral chapels. The lateral chapels were added later in, well, they were finished in the middle of the 18th century. So in total were necessary 350 years to build and decorate the cathedral and its 44 chapels. Only 600 paintings and 3,000 images can be found here. So we need here, as you can imagine, a long time. Not only a few, of course, this is a one, no doubt. Of course.
Which one?
And just tell you that most of the historians, except the Dominican historians, say that the remains of Christopher Columbus are here.